afternoon. I've had to take my garlic out. It's gone into like little bulbs, bottom leaves have gone yellow, so I need to take them out. Ideally you're supposed not to take it out when it's wet, but the rain is here for the rest of the week, so I need to sort these, so I'll show you what I'm going to be doing. So let's shift it over a little bit. Let me just take these gloves off for 1 minute, because my gloves are wet. Oh, how the weather's turned, but we do need it. Right, put it on there. Hopefully you can see. Yeah. Now I'm going to lay these across there just for the time being until possibly tomorrow, because they're wet. I can't store these in a shed at the moment. But what I'm going to do is, after I've shifted all the junk out of the way, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sort these out into sizes. Some will be cooking. These are the elephant garlic. Not had a very good one this year, but that's some of them. So what I need to do is sort out the biggest heads. I'm trying to drop them everywhere as well. Don't want to bruise them. So that's one of the bigger ones. That can be for cooking. That can be for cooking. It's a pretty big one. I'm going to go for 3 sizes here, I think. And this isn't all my garlic, this is just elephant garlic. Let's put them this way for a second. We're all committing Harry Carry. So as you can probably see, I've got some people call them puppets. You can try and plant them, but realistically a lot of people don't have much success from them. So these, like I say, you need to dry out a little bit. Ideally you're supposed to take this out when it's not raining, but I need the room in the garden to get this lot out. So I'm just going to literally lay them out the best that I can so that they'll dry out a little bit in here. You don't want to store them in a greenhouse because they don't like the direct sun when they're drying. When they're curing, you don't need sunlight. So that is how I'm going to be until tomorrow. Hopefully I'm going to close the door. The windows are not fully open in here because it's only 18 degrees, believe it or not. So it's just, temperature has plummeted. So we'll put it back tomorrow. This is the area I removed it all from. So from there across was all elephant garlic. All here, as you can see, they're all dying off now. So where it's got a little there, that's a little up to this section here. And these are a different type of garlic. I'll forget which one they are, but remember, I'll put it in the actual sheet above my head and then we'll see which ones are which. Right, it's time to get some of these actually strung up, ready. They've dried out a little bit now. Now let me shift my red onions out that had gone to basically not seed as such, but they've gone to the scallop things. Put these down here out of the way. But you need a nice cup of tea as well. So I'm going to have to move this out of the way before we get the sun in it. Now the only thing I'm going to do is, with these, I'm just going to snap them off. You can see how they're trying to point up even though they're not even in the ground. Now I have to check these. I think that's a spare one of them by mistake. So all I need to do now is just need to remove these. Just try and remove as much soil as you can. Just make sure that you don't water these. Do not rinse them with water. You could actually introduce diseases. That's a fairly big one as well. Now if this goes like paper, the outside leaves, just remove those. I think I planted these a bit too deep because even though we had ice this year, they've not really split as such. And these are supposed to be the elephant garlic. There are bigger ones in here, so like I say, I'm just gonna arrange them so that we can actually put them to the big ones like these. I'll possibly keep one or two. I'm not going to plant as many next time I grow them. The thing with elephant garlic is you've got to grow them a couple of years before you actually can get a harvest of them, because they're so expensive to buy. The bulbs and that one now, it's just ridiculous. Just checking, make sure just make sure I'm not leaving the one that got speared and error, trying to take it out. That's all I'm going to do with these, so I'll bring you back in a bit. Alright, separated these now, clean up the best I can. I found the one that was speared, I've just basically put it in there. So they don't feel like they're fully split, but you can't really tell them until they dry out. So what we need to do is need to string these up. Now I've got my string somewhere. So I get your string. A decent length. And I also need to find my scissors. Brush knife will do for Samian. So what I need to do is make a little loop. We'll just tie these together. So you need to do it so that they'll hang like so, and then just needs to be hung in a cool, dry place. Ideally something like a shed, which gets a little bit of ventilation. I've already tied one, just need to tie these up. The string's not very strong at all, it's unsnapping. You need a better quality string for this. Just going to wrap them up a little bit and then tie these together as well. All I need to do now is we need to hang these up in a shed or somewhere like a garage, not in direct sunlight, and that'll take about 2 weeks for them to cure, and then we can trim off all these and the leaves. So we'll come back to that once they've dried off. Right, the elephant garlic has been in the shed now for about a month actually, to be honest. You see, it's now bone dry. I did initially wrap it up in this rope was no good, so I wrapped it up in the green string. Seems a bit more stronger. So this all I need to do now really is just need to show the excess roots and just literally cut it off. This one was elephant garlic, because you can see it's not actually split, so that one can be replanted next year. This one's a bit better. As you can physically see, this one now is okay. So we'll be putting these in size again. Just need to make sure that some of them can be stored in case they've actually, like I say there, the elephant garlic, that's just a stem through the middle. Take that out. Some of these will be used for eating this year. It does take a while to build up the elephant garlic, especially when it's this expensive. Now you can literally keep these and tie them together if you wish. But mine's gone a bit too dry now for doing that. So all I'm going to do really is just going to trim these back. Get rid of any of like the paper side of it now. And that is ready for storing. Looks like one's got one of the little pipettes or piplets. We've got all different names these things, but you can't really grow anything with them. So I'll come back to you in a minute. Now this one's a bit of an odd one. It's actually split, opened up itself, and as you can probably see, it's in two halves. But yeah, it's in perfectly good condition. Right, elephant garlic sorted. And something like this size, these will be ready for next year. So these, I'll store these now, the bigger ones. I'll probably replant that as a whole unit. All these ones are for eating, and I'll probably eat a few of these to be honest, because I don't need all these cloves. Because realistically, one bulb should be enough for your elephant garlic, depending on how much you want to grow. That's really how you can store and dry out your garlic. Now I've got these normal garlic to do next, but still the same process. I just trimmed all the normal garlic, that's all the waste of it. That's me garlic for this year. That's a bit of a Providence and Lidl own, just mixed together. Once again, the bigger bulbs I'll be planting them on. Smaller ones, these will be for food, etc. But not too bad of a harvest really. And then both really stored the same way, just hung up and dried. These ones were dried in the greenhouse. They don't recommend drying in daylight, but I did a little bit of an experiment to see whether anything would go wrong. As you can see, this black is nothing to worry about. It's just the tissue paper on the outside. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you like my content, give me a thumbs up or thumbs down, and consider subscribing, it doesn't cost you anything. If not, thanks very much for watching, and hopefully see you all again.